Piece chapter 651. Luffy versus Big Mom. You got heavyweight matchups, and Big Mom is a heavyweight bitch. But you got heavyweight matchups, and then you got this shit right here. Luffy. Oh my fucking god. I am totally shocked right now, okay? I am beyond shocked. So, Luffy has a huge, huge set of balls. He just declared war on one of the four emperors. I mean, this is the same guy that declared war on the world government. So, I mean, it makes sense, but it's just like, no, he. I'm going to read the quote. He said, after she says, I'm going to remember that name, Monkey D. Luffy. Now come to the new world. And that's when Luffy says, "Oh, I'm going to come to the new world. All right? Hey, I'm coming to the new world. You ain't got to worry about that." He says, "Just you wait. Now I've got a reason to come find you. I can't leave this place in your hands. I'm going to come to the new world. I'm going to find you in the new world. I'm going to kick your butt and announce that Fishman Island is my territory." And the way he puts emphasis on my territory, see, okay. So this is foreshadowing. This is continued foreshadowing because you had the whole comparison to Whitebeard and how Whitebeard basically was saying like Fishman Island is under my rule, and I was like, hey, they're comparing Whitebeard and Luffy, and I'm like, well, Luffy walked up to this guy, I was like, oh yeah, yo, Whitebeard, yeah. I don't know why they look at me like this. Like you and me, we not so different. That's my brother. He was on your ship. That's my brother. I'm kicking their ass, taking my brother. Fuck you. Let's go raise some hell. Like, that's the paraphrase Luffy's mentality, right? Well, Luffy is talking like this is the equivalent, all right? Like, I don't know, because I know some of you guys, you lie about your ages and everything to get the unrestricted stuff on the video. So I'm going to assume that I got a bunch of people in the generation below me. So Generation Z, that'd be people born 1996 onward, right? Like, I'm a millennial. So Generation Z, I'm going to assume most of you guys are here, right? So me being in the mid-20s area, right? So when you look at that, okay, I know about The Godfather. You can actually see The Godfather on, I think, Netflix or Hulu. But basically what Luffy just did, Luffy walked his ass up to Vito Corleone and said, oh, yeah, you're going to make me a deal I can't refuse? I'm going to make you a deal that you can't refuse. That's what Luffy just did here. That is a huge, a massive set of balls that Luffy has on him. And I love it, man. I totally love it. And I like how Luffy says, like, hey, look, I'll give you all this treasure that I just got. And somewhere Nami is about to rip this dude's ball sack out. And she's going to test the whole thing with the rubber fruit. She's going to rip his nuts out. But I love the fact that even like the dude from the Long Leg Clan, one of the things that he says is like, hey, Mademoiselle, Big Mom, that kid did wreck a lot of our ships. Like, we do need to, so it's nice to see kids raising hell in the New World. But he says, like, hey, we can use their treasure as an opportunity to kind of build up our fleet, which says a lot about how much treasure that is. And she says, no pirate worth her weight in sugar. And it's just like, bitch is worth a lot of weight in sugar, because that is a huge chick. Like, I thought Lola was big. This dude, this chick, see, that's the problem, Big Mom. Big Mom was looking like a dude I used to see sumo wrestling, man. Motherfuckers were hell with the hands, man. Like, this is the thing. Big Mom and Sanji got the wrong idea. Matter of fact, I think I got the wrong idea. I think I said something about Big Mom being attractive or some shit. But, like, this is the thing, right? Like, she's sitting there eating the sweets and just taking them. And, like, one island doesn't have them. She says, just go ahead, just burn it down. And that ties into what we got before. But what I find very interesting about this is she wants 10 tons of sweets every month. And it's like 10 tons is a lot. So how is Fishman Island even staying productive? Because if they're having to give that much just to feed this big bitch, then how are they bringing in enough money to actually run the island? It lets you know these four emperors. Like, what's that say about Shanks then? I think I got the wrong idea. Shanks, man. You know, Shanks got a whole bunch of islands too. I guess he's just asking for liquor and shit, because this dude like to party. So you might be able to kind of get two things off on that. And, you know, Shanks, I still think he's a bit of a good guy. So, I mean, maybe, you know, all emperors aren't created equal. Kind of like how you had Whitebeard and everything. But what I find interesting, again, is Luffy basically saying, hey, this is going to be my territory. Luffy's talking like a fucking warlord here. So what if we see something, because, you know, you have Blackbeard. Blackbeard has the D in his name. What if we see something where Luffy kicks Big Mom's ass, and then he takes her spot as one of the four emperors? Because it makes sense, because one of the things that Oda does do is there is some balance there. And it will make perfect sense if you have Luffy and you have Blackbeard on this collision course, like how Jinbe was saying, when Jinbe was saying, hey, you guys got your own score to settle, just keep this in mind. What better way than to get on Blackbeard's radar by Luffy becoming one of the emperors as well? And now you got Luffy and Shanks teaming up, and I guess you'll have Kaido, and you'll have Kaido and Blackbeard teaming up. But this whole thing of the Will of D, maybe this is where that's kind of tying into it. Maybe this is the whole thing. You know, so this is going to be interesting, man. This is going to be really, really interesting to see where this is going. Now, another thing I want to talk about, and this is what was interesting, right? I remember, and this is what got me thinking about it, right? Like, I remember reading how the Straw Hats were all given their nationalities, right? They were all given their nationalities, and you had the, what was it? You had the Nico Robin, I think, was Native American, and Luffy was American, and that's Oda saying Americans are idiots. I just realized that. Fuck you, Oda. But, you know, like, Usopp was from Africa, a whole bunch of, Usopp was the only one that didn't get a actual country. He just got a whole fucking continent. It's like, damn, Oda, Usopp couldn't have been fucking Sudan or some shit. But this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Sanji was from France. And when you look at how, it's not Pekoms, it's the other guy, the one with the really long legs. The way he's talking, he's like, les sweets, and lay this, and lay that. And Sanji, when he names all these attacks and everything, he always uses the French names. And his nationality is France. And maybe I'm reading too much into that. Because, I mean, the One Piece world is really fucking big. But for a second, I'm like, is he related to Sanji? And I was like, long legs. And I'm like, Sanji uses his legs. And I was like, but that's not right. And then he gets up, and he's obviously taller than Sanji is. But for a second, I thought there was a connection there, just based off of the language. Because this is the thing on this. It's like every now and then, like when Sanji's naming these attacks and everything, they read as very French. Very, very, very French. And every now and then when I read them, I'm like, oh, what's the reasoning behind this? Because everyone else, when they name their attacks, it's like Usopp shooting stars. It deals with his sniping skills. Nami uses the weather thing. And Frankie has like his Frankie bots and machines and all this stuff. Luffy's attacks with his gum gum pistol. Zoro is tied in with swordsmanship and with the gods and everything. Sanji was always with the language stuff, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it has something to do with food. It's the French translation for food. It's been so fucking long since I've taken French. I barely remember how to count to 10 in French. So I can't even speak on that, but I'm pretty sure some of those are food. So I might be reading too much into that, but Sanji's saying shit in the fucking language. Now we got this shit and the fucking manga where the guy is using language. So maybe, again, I might be reading too much into that one. But what I found interesting about all of this, and I didn't talk about in the last chapter review because honestly I fucking forgot. But you had, and I apologize for the curse, I know some of you guys are younger, but what I found very interesting is the fact that Nami didn't steal the treasure. It's this dude. Is the guy with the mud fruit. And what I found interesting is the fact that, you know, basically they get to take the treasure with them. So in the end, there's still pirates looting and hunting and everything. But when this confrontation's going on, Luffy just shows up and is like, yeah, I ate the sweets. No, no, I really ate the sweets. Everyone's like, no, 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 don't say anything. He's like, I ate the sweets. And they're like, oh, well, we were attacked and this was going on and we need a few days in order to repair the machinery, and Big Mom ain't trying to hear this, and Luffy just snatches the transponder snails like, hey, are you Big Mom? Are you Big Mom? Are you Big Bitch? I mean, Big Mom? Hey, Big Bitch. I mean, Big Mom. Hey, hey. Yeah, I didn't know these sweets were promised to somebody else. I ate them. They tasted really good. I ate all 10 tons. I ate all the sweets. No, I'm telling you, I ate all of them. They were good. See, I'm smacking my lips right now. Can I tell you how good these sweets were? And then they get in their pissing contest. And that's when I'm looking at this like, oh shit. This dude, Luffy, just dragged his crew into something big. Something, wow. Wow. I want to see Jinbe's reaction to this. How Luffy just called out one of the 4 fucking emperors. This is going to be so amazing. So my chapter question to you guys is, and I want you to let me know. Keep the spoilers out. Keep the spoilers out. So let me know. On a scale from 1 to 10, how big did Luffy just fuck up by challenging Big Mom like this? On a scale from 1 to 10. Like, I'm obviously new to this One Piece shit, but even I can tell, like, hey, you just fucked up, man. Like, this is the equivalent of Star Wars, where Vader has his suit and everything, and it's susceptible to Force Lightning, which is his weakness because of that suit. And he goes up to Palpatine and says, hey, I know you ain't that good. I ain't fucking with you no more. I'm going to overthrow you. And then Palpatine just goes zap zap. Vader gets killed off. Like, that's the equivalent of that. Like, this is some huge shit in my opinion. I might be reading into this wrong. But, as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Have an awesome day.